I'm not one to paint over a painting. I don't like doing it. I just hate it. I don't like doing it. I'd just rather set it to the side and forget about it. If I don't like it, or if it was done for somebody and they didn't end up, getting it, or they didn't like it, but I felt there was nothing wrong with it, whatever the problem is. But in this case, and it's sad to say because I love them, but this painting you see behind me there, it's gotta go. Today, you see something. It's a first. I'm painting over my own artwork. Oh! I'm learning how to grow, people. I'm learning how to grow. Look at me. I'm growing. Can you see me growing? Look, I'm growing. What? I need the canvas. I don't have time to go out and get more canvases, order more canvases. I don't. So I'm just going to go over this one and be done with it. And then there'll be no animosity in my brain. There'll be those memories will stop. And it's not even like a traumatic experience or anything. It's just something that kind of put a bad flavor in my mouth, I mean that figuratively. You keep your mind out of the gutter, people. This isn't Gutterville. It might be Skid Row, but it's not Gutterville. Okay? There's a difference. And if you can tell me the difference in the comments, I'd appreciate it. I finished the Chris Stapleton tribute, but I didn't record all of it. So what you saw, if you saw any, is all you get. And then, so here's what I'll do. I'm going to put in this corner, right here, I'm going to put the Chris Stapleton painting, whatever I have, and then I'll add a picture at the end of the video. How about that? Update on my mom. She's coming home tomorrow. Finally. She's going to be done with her rehab and headed back home. So that's good. They must think that she's doing well enough that she can come home and there shouldn't be a problem. She should be good. No more issues. No more scares. None of that. So I'm looking forward to her being back here so that way she can be happy. It sucks being in a hospital, right? I mean, regardless of what it is. To be honest with you guys, I've said this in another video. I hate going to the hospital. And I never thought that I'd be one of those people, even younger, when people said, I can't be there. I can't do it. I hate hospitals. I hate hospitals. I always thought, why? They're one of the best places in the world. I mean, they fix you up. If you have a problem, they're going to take care of it. If there's something tragic, they're going to fix it. And that is all true. But when you see somebody you love who has a real urgent situation happening and they're in the hospital with everything hooked up to them, breathing machine and IV lines, and they're in and out due to medications making them fall asleep and what have you for pain, and that struck me so hard many years ago. And since then I have this traumatic feeling about going into hospitals. It sucks. But at least Mama's coming home. She won't have to be in that situation anymore as far as being stuck in the hospital, going through therapy every day, blah, blah, blah. I think that, of course, we're still going to continue her therapy here at home, but not in that environment. Look, guys, I love painting. I love it. It's one of my favorite things to do. And I'm trying to transition out of what I've been doing, like here, the black and white. I want to do more of there's two artists that I speak about a lot, and one of them is Blake Jamieson, who I'll put a link in the description to his stuff, and he inspires me more than anybody. Blake Jamieson, his work is just amazing. it's so, I don't know. I mean, there's nothing is original anymore. You can do whatever you want and thinking that, oh man, this is gonna be my own thing. Well, if you go back and look in art history, somewhere, somehow, somebody did something like it, you know, and they weren't the originator of that either, you know. So it's hard to come up with something new. And Blake, in my opinion, has done something very cool that is kind of an original thing, and you know, that's hard to say this day and age. You know, everybody's done everything, and I am inspired by Blake, and there's another artist who I'd like to get more, not replicate his work, but add a smidge of his style to mine. And his name is, all I know is Voka, Voka, and he does what they call spontaneous realism. Spontan realism is what I think I've heard somebody else say. And he does a lot of like what I do and what Blake does, celebrity photos, portraits, but he also does sceneries and landscapes and action scenes with, you know, like horse races and, you know, just a bunch of stuff. But the stuff that I've really taken a liking to is the portrait stuff. And I'll put a link in the description to Voka also. Amazing stuff, guys. And you think, wow, how did he do that with those colors? What? How? But he does it, and it's super rad, and it always ends up being mind-blowing. So I want to get out of my style and move up a little bit. You know, get out of what I've been at in this level for a few years. Time to move up it up a little bit. Move it up a little bit. Time to advance myself a little bit. And it's not easy. Believe me, once I start doing something, I'm always like, well, this will be the last one. Or after this one, I'll do my own thing. But I just never do it. So one day, I just got to bite down and do it. So we'll see. Maybe I can do it after I'm done with these 2 memorial paintings. See? There he goes again. I'm not doing it. But, you know, it's kind of a scary thing, and I don't want to mess up something that's important like a memorial painting. Like if I'm doing a tribute painting of Cyndi Lauper, hint hint, Cyndi Lauper's style, especially in the 80s, was wacko. I mean, she had her head shaved on the side with, you know, and spiky and red and danced like crazy and had this big tutu thing going. And Cyndi Lauper is so cool, guys. If you don't even know, don't even look at me. You can look at me. I'm just saying. But with a person like Cyndi Lauper, I could experiment, I think. You know, I think that I can try to wacky it up a little bit, if you will, and it wouldn't be a complete loss if it didn't turn out right. You know? Art's art no matter what. It's all how you see it in your head and how it comes out on the canvas that matters, I guess. You know? You could think, you know, somebody watching can think, oh, that's finished. And in your brain, you're like, wow, that's not even close. You know? It's all what's in your head and how you put it on the canvas, I guess. So, anyway, enough talking from me. I've talked long enough. I'm going to start covering that thing up back there. And happy mom's coming home. Thank you for watching, guys. I guess April, I'm going to start the vlog on a daily basis because this month has been just filled with too much of too much. And thank you for understanding. It means a lot. It really does. Okay, now that all that's over, I'll talk at you later.